Hi guys, it's Danny and I'm here with Saturday Stash Dive. Today I'm doing my Stash Dive with Karla. So I'm going to leave her link below so that you can go and check out her channel if you haven't already and see her video for this week as well. The challenge is thickers. So I am showing, I just went through a bunch of product I'm going to use and I showed you like all the different thickers that I thought I would use. I'm going to let you know now, this is mostly, let's see, Flea Market from Maggie Holmes and Polka Dot Party from Dear Lizzie. Since it is a Saturday Stash Dive, I thought I would go back a couple to, not the last collection, but about two. So it's probably about a year old, I would think, both of them. And so now I'm just trying to figure out, what papers I'm going to use out of the collection. And I knew I wanted to use one or two of those frames because I still have quite a few of those frames left. Now I just decided I only need a couple strips of that bright pink paper, so I just trimmed it off instead of using the whole, just to make it look like it was layered underneath. And of course I'm just trying to decide how much I want showing, and I know I want some of the polka dot showing at the top, the navy blue polka dot, but just trying to decide how much. I really think that I committed pretty quickly here, which surprises me because usually I lay things down, but some reason I was just feeling like, let's just do this, let's just lay it down and we're gonna make it work. I was like, let's just do one of those layouts where you just commit to it. And of course, look at me here trying to mess with it. But I have the kind of glue that you can take it up for like a few minutes. It's that dot adhesive. So I like that. It doesn't really become permanent for a few minutes. And now I'm laying the strip down at the bottom, and I purposely cut it a little, like I wanted it at an angle. And anyway, I'm liking how that looks. Oh, and I didn't put enough glue on it. It was not sticking properly, so I put some more glue on it. And you're going to see me mess because I don't know why. Like, they all came from the same collection as far as I can remember. Maggie Holmes Style Board, no, not Style Board, Flea Market. They came from Maggie Holmes Flea Market. And I'm not sure why, but that navy blue was just a tiny bit bigger. It was the strangest thing. So you'll see me mess with that tiny little bit on the side. And either that or I don't know. I'm not really sure how that happened. Kind of strange. But I fixed it. It just took a minute. And I know I'm going to take it to my trimmer and just trim off just a tiny little edge to make sure it's all straight. I'm going to let you know now the thickers that I end up using, because I'm not sure if I showed you some of them in the beginning, but I know I pulled more that I ended up using. I used Doll, their thickers. They were from a Maggie Holmes. I think it was from the Flea Market collection. It was either Flea Market or what's the next one? Style Board could have been. But anyway, the color is called Navy, and they're Doll. And then I also used a Dear Lizzie thickers, and it's called Serendipity. It's from an older collection, but it's kind of funny because she has a new collection called Serendipity. But the thickers that I use, they're old. I've had them for quite a while. I got them at like Marshall's, so they're probably like 2011 it says. So they're older thickers, and they're called Serendipity. They're kind of a mint green, and they're a Dear Lizzie one. And then the only thing I did use that was new is I also used the new thickers called Story, and those are from the new Maggie Holmes open book. That's the only new product I believe I used on the whole layout. Everything else is at least a year or more old. But I did use a couple of the new thickers from the storybook or open book, and it's called Story. And then the other one I used, I don't have the packaging, but I know it is a Amy Tangerine, and it was from Cut and Paste, her Cut and Paste line. And you'll see it at the end. It's a bright pink, a really bright pink. And I'm just going to let you guys watch for a second. I'm just trying to figure out my layers and figure out how I want that captured, to go and to lay. And I just want to make sure everything looks good. And now I know I want to add in some more, another heart or two. And you're going to see me mess with it. And then I think I put it back over on my sheet and I put it to the side. It'll come back out later. I will get it on the page, but in a different area. I knew I wanted to bring in that pin. It's kind of like a pinwheel flower. Again, I believe that's I think that's from Maggie Holmes's line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Maggie Holmes' line. It was like her dimensional flowers. And yeah, see, I'm showing you the other Dear Lizzie that I was just telling you about, Serendipity. It's like a mint green. It's pretty. But anyway, I love that pinwheel. It just goes so perfectly with the polka dots at the top. I call it a pinwheel. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a proper name, but I think that's what you guys call them, a pinwheel. And it kind of looks like a flower. It's got a lot of dimension to it. It's really cute. And I mess a lot with this frame of how I want the placement and everything. But it will come along in the end. I really like how it ended up turning out. And I am still trying to play with, I guess, like how I want to do my layers, how I want my little cluster over there to look. Unclogging my glossy accents. Like usual, always have to unclog that thing with my pokey tool. I just really love that flower. It's so cute. And I love that I got to use one of the frames, and it just couldn't have went any better. It really made that kind of yellowish, yellow color like stand out, and it had the two hearts on the bottom already attached with like the tiny attacher. And when you see the whole title, it's just perfect. I mean, I couldn't have planned it any better, because it's going to say, "You captured my heart." And these are the thickers I was telling you about. They're really skinny, like, I think they're almost like a rubber. They're trippy. I like them. So yeah, she had gray ones as well. And I'm pretty sure it was the cut and paste line from Amy Tangerine. Sorry, I don't know the exact name. I'm sure you guys probably have some in your stash. And I have they're like a dark gray. I have both of them. I love them. And what am I doing now? Sorry, I'm off camera. I think I'm just trying to put some of the thickers away and clear some. Now there's the heart again. And I don't know why I play with it so much. I mean, it basically ends up where I first put it. But I guess that's what scrapbookers do, right? We mess around, we see. And I was not happy. Like, I wanted another circle element, and I knew I wanted to use this. This was from Maggie Holmes' ephemera pack from a while back. And I knew I wanted to do something to try and make the U stand out better. So I really like how that ended up looking. You're going to see in the end, you guys, if you stay tuned, in the end, I actually end up changing those blue. The blue that you see now, it's the same font. I believe it's still Doll, but it's a brighter blue, and it's from Maggie Holmes as well. And I gave you the right name. It's navy, but the blue you see now was called, I think, marine, and it's still Doll. But I don't know who it was by. I added some twine. I'm gonna do like a funky bow, so it's just kind of double and a little bit sloppy kind of looking. It's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be all perfect, and I actually really like how it ended up turning out. And but yes, please stay tuned at the end, because like me, like every single time, I always find one or two little things to add to make it pop a little bit more. And I really love the deeper blue. It really pops and stands out. And then I put in a couple asterisks at the bottom by where it says my. I felt like the my was kind of getting lost a little. So I put some little asterisks next to my, so you could really like see the whole title. I just like how it turned out. I thought it turned out pretty cute. Now I want to bring in a tiny touch of gold, and I was trying to decide if I wanted it at the bottom or at the top. And I guess I decided to mess with the bow some more, because that's what I do. And yeah, I decided to go at the bottom. And of course I got a little bit of glue on my page, so you'll see me mess with that. I think I always try and find, like, I don't have one of those gummy things, but I just use a regular eraser, and it usually can just get the glue right off. So that's what I'm doing right there, is taking the glue off, because I accidentally dropped it. And now I'm just gonna put some foam adhesive behind that flower. And the flower is also from Maggie Holmes. And what am I doing? Oh, I added that bow underneath heart. And that bow is from Polka Dot Party. That's Dear Lizzie. And what else am I doing here? Oh, I was trying to make this camera work because I really love it. It's like a vellum camera, and I love it. It's so pretty, but I don't know. I just wasn't, it doesn't look bad now. Of course, when you look at it on the video, it's like, oh, it doesn't look bad. But yeah, I just didn't really, I just didn't love it. Like it, I don't know. So it didn't make it onto the page after all. So I'll save it for another time, but I really do love that vellum camera. It's so pretty with like the gold foil. So, but hopefully I'll get it on the layout really soon. And yep, so I laid it down. I also pulled like another kind of ticket shape. Almost looks like, I don't know if it would be a ticket, but almost like a label. And I think the label was also Maggie Holmes. And these are Dear Lizzie epoxy stickers from the Polka Dot Party. And they just have like, you know, different designs on them. Some polka dots, some hearts, some have some words, and then there's florals. So they just went really, really cute with this layout. Again, I'm just moving around trying to figure out where I want to put things. You'll see me go all over trying to figure out where to put it, where I think it looks best. And nope, I think I take it, yep, and I think it ends up there. And I do like it there. Looks good layered up there. And now I want to bring a few down to the cluster by the flower and the Mai and the hearts. And this one had like, it had some wording on it. I just wanted a little bit of that color, so I knew I was gonna put another one, like a smaller one, on top of it. So you'll see me do that in just a second right here. I'll use, I think, glossy accents to make sure they stay down good. And just double layer it so I get a little bit of that greenish yellow color, and then I put the lighter like white with the little floral pattern on top. You'll be able to see it a lot better in the still pictures, but I really liked how it turned out. I thought it was really cute. And oh yeah, this is just like another epoxy sticker, and it has a little arrow, so it just really like points to the word heart, and it's touching the other hearts, so I just really like that as well. Please stay tuned for the pictures, the close-up pictures, because I think that the few little touches I did just really made it stand out more and pop. I am going to add another heart. I think I show that. Look at me still trying to make that camera work. I add another heart here, I think. Yes, good. I at least show this part. And it's a little bit bigger, so I really like how that frames in the word heart. So I like that a lot. But stay tuned for the photos, because you'll see how I changed it to make that blue pop and the whole title just pop a tiny bit more. And I also added a little bit of journaling. It says, I just adore you, Brianna. You've grown into such a beautiful girl. And then it says May 2014. And I'm sorry I didn't take pictures with the journaling, but I really like how it turned out. I just did it on the very bottom. And thanks so much, you guys. Make sure to go check out Karla. And thank you again, and I will see you soon. Have a great night. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video.